मैं नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू सच्चे दिलों प्रतिज्ञा करता हाँ कि मैं कानून द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखा।
There seems to be a total upheaval as far as the Congress party in Punjab is concerned. We're getting news now that Navjot Singh Sidhu has resigned as the Congress chief in the state, as the PCC chief.
ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਆਨਰੇਬਲ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੀਡੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਅੱਛੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਹੈ।
Namaste, you're on the right stand. I'm Anand Narsimhan, and let's get to the heart of the matter, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening with Navjot Singh Sidhu. Captain Amrinder Singh said he is unstable, he can't be trusted, and lo and behold, today in the national capital, as the captain landed, he said, I told you so. So captain is out, and the captain of the Punjab team, Punjab Congress, is also right now out. He's tendered his resignation, but the High Command says, we are not accepting it. We are given to understand that there are parleys going on, conversations are going on, and there will be, perhaps matters should be resolved by tomorrow morning. But Captain Amrinder Singh has thrown yet another googly. He says Sidhu is preparing the groundwork to exit the party and to join something else, join another party, or to do something different. That's what Captain Amrinder Singh has said. Navjot Singh Sidhu loyalists are resigning by the hour from posts within the party or within the cabinet or the Punjab government. Charanjit Chani calling a lot of the cabinet ministers and an emergency cabinet meeting. Everybody stepping out and saying the chief minister will speak to Navjot Sidhu. Why are they speaking now when they should have addressed these issues earlier? We'll get into the contentious issues straight away. But this man, he's really mixed things up, stirred the pot out. He's been made responsible for Captain Amrinder Singh's exit. And as Sukhbir Badal said, he is a misguided missile. Misguided missile. Kab kis par jaake girega, kisi ko pata nahi. That's what they've called Navjot Singh Sidhu. Let's go across to Rohit Bansal joining us at this point from Patiala, right outside Navjot Singh Sidhu's residence. Rohit, namaste. अभी पार्टी हाईकमांड ने उनका इस्तीफा नामंजूर कर दिया है। कह रहा बात आई है, खबर ये मिली है कि नवजोत सिद्धू से सीधी बात हो रही है। रोहित
जी बिल्कुल, अगर बात करें नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के घर के बाहर हम खड़े हुए हैं और नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को मिलने के लिए कांग्रेस के जो एमएलए हैं या एमपी हैं वो पहुंचना शुरू हो गए हैं। नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को मनाने की कोशिश भी हो रही है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं बात ये लग रही है कि शायद नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू मानने वाले नहीं है, क्योंकि सबसे पहले नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को मनाने के लिए कि जो पंजाब के एमएलए हैं कुलजीत सिंह नागरा पहुंचते हैं, जो कार्यकारी प्रधान भी हैं, और उसके अलावा जो प्रमुख सलाहकार है जो उनके मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा पहुंचते हैं, और मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा के पत्नी रजिया सुल्ताना पंजाब के कैबिनेट मंत्री हैं। अभी 48 आवर पहले ही उन्होंने जो हम कह सकते हैं कि ओथ ली थी कैबिनेट मंत्री की, लेकिन उनका पहला इस्तीफा नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के बाद पहला कैबिनेट में से इस्तीफा रजिया सुल्ताना का आ चुका है। इसके अलावा पंजाब कांग्रेस के जो कैशियर हैं पंजाब कांग्रेस के जो कैशियर हैं उनका इस्तीफा आ चुका है। पंजाब कांग्रेस के जनरल सेक्रेटरी जोगिंदर डिंगरा, उनका इस्तीफा आ चुका है। तो अभी तक 4 इस्तीफे नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के समेत आ चुके हैं। तो अभी तक 4 इस्तीफे, बैक टू बैक इस्तीफे हम इनको बोल सकते हैं कि जो अभी तक आ चुके हैं। और अभी थोड़ी देर पहले अमर सिंह यहाँ पे पहुंचे हुए हैं, जो फतेहगढ़ साहिब से लोकसभा मेंबर हैं, वो पहुंचे हैं। उनसे पहले बात करी जाए तो कांग्रेस के एमएलए बाबा हेनरी जलंधर से आते हैं, वो पहुंचे हैं। सुखविंदर सिंह दैनी जो कांग्रेस के एक्टिंग प्रेसिडेंट है वो पहुंचे हैं। कांग्रेस के एक्टिंग प्रेसिडेंट कुलजीत नागरा पहुंचे हैं। तो तमाम जो एमएलए और एमपी है वो पहुंचना शुरू हो गए, और जानकारी मिल रही है कि अब से थोड़ी देर बाद प्रगट सिंह जो पंजाब में कैबिनेट मंत्री हैं और ओलंपियन रह चुके हैं, पूर्व ओलंपियन प्रगट सिंह नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के सबसे करीबी माने जाते हैं, वो भी थोड़ी देर में पहुंच सकते हैं। और एक अफवाह चल रही थी कि वो भी इस्तीफा दे सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी तक उन्होंने पुष्टि की है कि मैंने इस्तीफा नहीं दिया। वहां नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की नाराजगी की अगर बात की जाए तो नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की नाराजगी इस चीज को लेकर मानी जा रही है कि बहुत से एमएलए थे पंजाब के दोआबा क्षेत्र से बात की जाए तो राणा गुरजीत का नाम जब कैबिनेट की लिस्ट में शामिल किया जाता है तो दोआबा एरिया से 7 का जो एमएलए थे उन्होंने नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के सामने अपना एक मांग पत्र दिया कि इसको कैबिनेट मंत्री ना बनाया जाए, क्योंकि उनके ऊपर माइनिंग में करप्शन के इल्जाम लगे थे। इसी वजह से 2018 में उनको इस्तीफा देना पड़ा था, लेकिन एक बार फिर उनको जो कैबिनेट में शामिल किया गया है। और इसके अलावा एजी का जो डेजिग्नेशन था, एजी एडवोकेट जनरल की जो बात है, उसको लेकर भी नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू नाराज चल रहे हैं कि नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के जो करीबी हैं उनको एजी नहीं लगाया गया, और नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के एजी के अलावा जो डीजीपी पंजाब लगाए गए हैं उनको लेकर भी नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू खुश नजर नहीं आ रहे हैं। तो साफ तौर पे जो तमाम बातें हैं, और इसके अलावा अगर हम बात करें होम डिपार्टमेंट की, तो होम डिपार्टमेंट नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू चाहते थे कि मुख्यमंत्री के पास रहे, लेकिन होम डिपार्टमेंट सुखजिंदर सिंह रंधावा के पास चला गया। तो ये तमाम बातें जिनको लेकर नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू लग रहा था कि शायद नाराज चल रहे हैं, क्योंकि नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की चॉइस के एजी नहीं लगाए जाते, डीजीपी नहीं लगाए जाते, जो डेजिग्नेशनें दी जा रही हैं कैबिनेट मंत्रियों को वो उस हिसाब से नहीं दी जाती। और बहुत से कैबिनेट मंत्री ऐसे शामिल किए गए हैं जिनको नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू नहीं चाहते थे कि इस कैबिनेट में शामिल किया जाए। तो इसको लेकर आज एक बड़ी मीटिंग, जो आप पीछे की मेरी तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं, जो नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू का पटियाला का घर है, यहाँ पे जो मीटिंग चल रही है, और लग रहा है कि जो कांग्रेस में एक बड़ा ब्लास्ट हम इसको बोल सकते हैं, क्योंकि बैक टू बैक अभी तक नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू का इस्तीफा, उसके बाद पंजाब कांग्रेस के कैशियर का इस्तीफा, उसके बाद पंजाब कांग्रेस के कैबिनेट मंत्री का इस्तीफा, और उसके बाद जनरल सेक्रेटरी का जब इस्तीफा आता है, तो साफ तौर पे इस्तीफों की हम 4 इस्तीफे आ चुके हैं। और लगता है क्योंकि और जो अभी पहुंचे हैं, क्योंकि काफी ज्यादा लोग जो
तृप्त बाजवा का कहना है कि 24 घंटे में मसला सुलझ जाएगा, कल सुबह तक सब मामला ठीक हो जाएगा। कांग्रेस हाईकमांड का कहना है कि सिद्धू को मना रहे हैं। कैप्टन अमरिंदर का कहना है कि सिद्धू भूमिका बना रहे हैं तोड़ने की कांग्रेस को, छोड़ने की कांग्रेस को, दूसरी पार्टी ज्वाइन करने की। सच्चाई कहां पर है?
जी बिल्कुल, अगर सच्चाई की बात करें तो कहते हैं कि राजनेता पर कोई भी व्यक्ति यकीन नहीं कर सकता, साफ तौर पे आम लोगों की जो जुबान रहती है। तो तृप्त बाजवा अक्सर जब भी कांग्रेस में कोई बात हुई, जब कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह नाराज हुए, तो तभी यही मंत्री थे जो कहते नजर आए थे। अभी शायद लगता है कि कोई और गाड़ी आई है। सो जैसे ही कोई तमाम नेता है, उनके बयान ऐसे ही आते रहते हैं कि जैसे तृप्त बाजवा की हम बात कर रहे थे, तो तृप्त बाजवा ने कहा कि जो नाराज है उनको मना लिया जाएगा, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ तृप्त बाजवा ने अभी तक यहां पहुंचने का भी ऐलान नहीं किया कि मैं खुद जाके मनाऊंगा, या कौन लोग होंगे जो नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को मनाएंगे। लेकिन ऐसे बयान अक्सर मीडिया में दे दिए जाते हैं कि पार्टी में सब कुछ ठीक है, पार्टी में कोई भी नाराज नहीं है। पर जिस तरह से इस्तीफा आता है, जिस तरह से कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह के ट्वीट आते हैं, कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह के जो एडवाइजर थे रवीन ठुकराल, उनका ट्वीट आता है, उसके अलावा मनीष तिवारी जो अनंतपुर साहिब से लोकसभा मेंबर है, उनका जिस तरह से ट्वीट आता है, तो साफ तौर पे वो नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू के दूसरे खेमे में खड़े दिखाई देते हैं। तो ऐसे में नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को मनाना आसान नहीं होगा। जो हाईकमान से अभी तक खबरें मिल रही है कि हाईकमान ने पंजाब के जो मंत्री है या पंजाब के जो हाई लीडरशिप है, उनकी ड्यूटी जरूर लगा दी है कि नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को मनाया जाए और उसके बाद नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू से बात की जाए। लेकिन नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की नाराजगी जिन चीजों को लेकर, लगता नहीं कि उन चीजों को अभी पूरा करना होगा, क्योंकि जिस तरह से नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू इस्तीफे में जिक्र करते हैं कि मैं किसी समझौते के तहत पंजाब के साथ समझौता नहीं कर सकता। आपको याद होगा कि जब कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह मुख्यमंत्री थे, तो उस समय भी 75-25 की रेशो की जो एक नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू कहते थे कि 75 कांग्रेस का है और 25 जो अकाली दल, जब विपक्षी पार्टियों के लोग हैं, उनको मुनाफा जा रहा है। तो साफ तौर पर उस समय भी एक समझौते का जिक्र लगातार अकाली और कांग्रेस, कैप्टन और बादल के बीच करते थे। लेकिन अब तो प्रधान भी चेंज हो चुका था, अब तो मुख्यमंत्री भी चेंज हो चुका था, अब तो कैबिनेट मंत्री भी चेंज हो चुके। पर फिर क्यों नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को लग रहा है कि क्यों जो समझौता अभी भी बरकरार है? इसका एक बड़ा कारण यही है कि जो पंजाब के एजी लगाए गए हैं, उनका नाम एपीएस दयाल है। एपीएस दयाल वही शख्स हैं जो सुमेध सैनी का केस लड़ रहे थे। सुमेध सैनी वर्सेस पंजाब सरकार का जब केस था, तो पंजाब सरकार की ओर से अतुल नंदा पेश हो रहे थे और सुमेध सैनी की ओर से एपीएस दयाल पेश होते थे कोर्ट में। और सुमेध सैनी को ब्लैंकेट बेल मिल चुकी है। 2022 से इलेक्शन से पहले 7 दिन का नोटिस है जो सुमेध सैनी को देना पड़ेगा। तो इसी वजह से लोग भी लगातार सवाल उठा रहे थे कि आपने उसी शख्स को आपने अपना एजी लगा लिया जो अब तक विपक्ष में केस लड़ता था, जो अब तक विपक्ष के केस लड़ता था। इसी चीज को लेकर लगातार नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू भी नाराज चल रहे थे। और जो कैबिनेट में मंत्री शामिल किए गए कुछ, जैसे मैंने सीधी बात आपसे की कि राणा गुरजीत जो दोआबा एरिया से जीत कर आते हैं और दोआबे की ही 7 एमएलए बोलते हैं कि इसको मंत्री ना बनाया जाए। साफ तौर पे नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू को चिट्ठी लिखते हैं और शायद नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू ने भी इस चीज को लेकर हाई कमान को जरूर बोला होगा, लेकिन लगता है कि नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू की इस चीज के बारे में सुनी नहीं गई है।
रोहित बंसल, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। यानी कि ये मसला इतनी जल्दी सुलझने नहीं वाला है और उलझने वाला है। थैंक यू फॉर योर अपडेट्स। मैं जानता हूं आप बहुत बिजी है, न्यूज 18 पंजाब, न्यूज 18 हिंदी और एंड एट CNN News 18. Well, the network is pulling in all its weight and might to get you the coverage and keep you ahead, ladies and gentlemen. So kudos to everyone who's been able to do that and facilitate. And it's a long night. It's not ending anywhere. Let's quickly understand what are the pain points and why we are seeing this kind of a cave-in happen within the Congress party, especially in Punjab, where they thought that after a long tussle and after Captain Amrinder Singh being sidelined and dumped altogether, things should settle in. But with Charanjit Channi and Navjot Singh Sidhu, again we've got issues. Sunday swearing in, Tuesday exoduses or resignations. Clash 1, Amrinder versus Sidhu, and Sidhu wins. Then the next clash that we saw was Amrinder's man or Sidhu's man, and Sidhu wins again with Charanjit Channi, who is supposedly his man, being chosen. Then Clash 3 over the choice of ministers, Sidhu's men versus Channi's men. And here is where Channi prevails, and this Rana Gurjeet Singh is included. He was asked to step down over charges of corruption, and Rahul Gandhi himself had endorsed that when Captain Amrinder Singh was the chief minister back in 2018. And he's being brought back, and that's why, as Rohit Bansal was saying, that there are people from the Doaba region, 7 MLAs had objected to it. Sidhu had raised objections, but it was not heard. Then Sidhu has been backing Mazhabi Sikhs, who make about 10 to 12% of the voter base, and he's been pushing actively for them. But Channi has now been able to squeeze in his own favorites, including someone who's related to him, and these names were not part of that list that was sent to the High Command. So that's where the issue is. Also out, PPCC Treasurer Gulzar Inder Singh Chahal, Minister Razia Sultana, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the flash. It's not over because there is a Dhingra now, and there could be one more. It's just looked like it's being planned that with every passing hour, there will be yet another resignation. So, Captain gone, Sidhu quits. What's left? Well, when we said what's left, we were not indicating, or the indication was clearly not with the two remnants of the left, or perhaps discards there, trying to jump into the Congress party, thinking they will save this Congress ship. No, we're not talking about them. We're focusing on Punjab here this evening. GVL Narasimha Rao, BJP MP and spokesperson with us, Alimuddin Khan, political analyst with us, Javed Ansari, senior journalist is with us, and we also have Tushar Gupta, senior sub-editor for Rajya magazine. Let me start with Javed Saab and ask him, Javed Ansari ji, this implosion which is happening in Punjab, what do you make of it?
It's gone horribly wrong for the Congress party. It's put the Congress, it's not just squared the pitch for the Congress party, put the Congress leadership in a very embarrassing situation. Look at they had a sitting chief minister till a few weeks ago. They got rid of him, handpicked Navjot Singh Sidhu, who they were hoping would be the face of the party for the next few years. They had after going cherry picking, they settled on the name of Charanjit Singh Channi and claimed credit for the fact that this is the first Dalit chief minister that Punjab has had since independence. And then very next day, Harish Rawat goes about and undermines him, saying that it will be Navjot Singh Sidhu, under whose leadership the next elections will be fought.
Yes.
And now Navjot Singh Sidhu is throwing a fit because, what Navjot Singh Sidhu is doing now is not out of character. This is the way he's always acted. Only a few days after he was made the PCC chief, when the Congress leadership told him to keep his powder dry, not to go all guns blazing at the chief minister, he threatened to quit. He walked out of the Indian cricket team from England while on a tour of England. And now he's threatened to quit. Now he's quit and he's getting all his ministers. With Sidhu, it's either his way or the highway. He's been a cricketer. He should know that it's a team game. Even the captain has to. You need all kinds of people in the team. It just can't be his. And it's a poor reflection on the choices that the Congress leadership has made. They knew what they were entering into with Sidhu. Without thinking this through, they gambled on him. And now it's just imploding in their face. He's threatening to backfire. I mean, it has backfired. till 2 months ago, everybody thought if there was one state where the Congress would sleepwalk back to power, it would be Punjab. And look what they've done today. Now they have a mountain to climb, and it's close to impossible now for them to win back Punjab.
True, and misguided missile. That's what Navjot Sidhu was labelled by Sukhbir Badal, and unstable is what Captain Amrinder Singh called him. GVL Narasimha Rao, how do you see this?
I think the kind of developments that we have seen in Punjab, it shows complete ineptness of the Congress party and its leadership, and it tells you how the Congress leadership does not have acceptance within the Congress party. States where they have come to power, despite the Gandhi family or despite the Congress party's national leadership. It's not because of them. In spite of them, they have come to power in Punjab, and when they actually interfered with the power structure in Punjab, they've gotten rid of Chief Minister who was elected in the last elections. Now you have the Congress party in complete disarray. I think it tells you why. While our national leadership gives us the credibility to win elections in the states, apart from winning the national elections, for the Congress party, the national leadership is a liability. They are unable to see, like you said, only 2 days ago they had a expansion of the ministry in Punjab, and today you have a complete meltdown in Punjab. I don't know how many, earlier it looked like the Congress was going to split down the middle. Now it appears Congress will split in multiple ways. It's disintegrating like the amoeba. I think you might have several segments, several phases of Congress in the next elections, and they might get routed. The parent Congress or any of them might actually not find any representation in the forthcoming assembly. I think the Congress has once again shown to the people that it's not a party that can be trusted. It's not a party that is stable. It's not a party. It's a party that works on internal political dynamics more than public agenda.
ट्रू अलीमुद्दीन खान, सुबह बीजेपी ने आरोप लगाया कि आप कांग्रेस में उनको शामिल कर रहे हैं जिन्होंने टुकड़े टुकड़े की बात की थी, और शाम तक कांग्रेस के ही टुकड़े टुकड़े होते नजर आ रहे हैं।
जी भी कह रहे थे कांग्रेस के अंदर जो है इंटरनल पॉलिटिक्स है, जो वो डेमोक्रेटिकल प्रोसेस है, क्या है वो क्या कह रहे हैं वो मुझे ठीक से सुना नहीं, पर मैं इतना कह सकता हूँ कि कांग्रेस के अंदर डेमोक्रेसी है तो ही तो ये विरोध और गतिरोध और ये डिशन की जो बात है, एक दूसरे विचार आदान प्रदान की बात कर रही है। हर पार्टी में इलेक्शन से पहले ये सब कुछ होता है, तो अब ये अलाइनमेंट होती है किसको कहाँ पे रखना है, किसको कहाँ रखना है, तो हाईकमांड को पता है किसको कहाँ रखना है। एवरीबॉडी इज वर्किंग अंडर वन हाईकमांड।
अगर हाईकमांड को पता होता अलीमुद्दीन खान साहब, तो क्या ये होता?
सर ये देखिए, इलेक्शन से पहले ये सब होता है, लीडरशिप चेंज होती है, लीडरशिप किसको आगे सिस्टम प्रोजेक्ट करना है, किसको आगे बनाना है।
पर एक बार फैसला ले लिया जाता है, उसके बाद ये नहीं होता ना। एक बार फैसला ले लिया जाता है, रोना धोना होता है, तमाशा होता है, हंगामा होता है, उसके बाद आपने एक पुराने खिलाड़ी को रिटायर हर्ट कर दिया, अब नए को कप्तान बनाया, नए को आगे लगाया, और वो 2 दिन बाद कहता है कि मैं ही छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ।
नहीं, कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह ने तो पहले ही कह दिया था पिछले चुनाव में ही, तो वो दोबारा चुनाव में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है आगे इलेक्शन लड़ने में या चीफ मिनिस्टर बनने में। वो उनका अपना डिसीजन था, उन्होंने रिजाइन किया, और पार्टी का जो डिसीजन था उन्होंने नए चीफ मिनिस्टर को वहाँ गरीब को चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाया। तो एक अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है।
You are saying it with a very straight face, Alimuddin Khan, but touch your heart and tell me that Amrinder Singh left because he did not want to fight another election. Come on, I know you are in a difficult position today to try and defend the indefensible, but sometimes my point is, sir, there is a limit to which that you will allow things to disintegrate. And at a time like this, Tushar Gupta, the top leadership and members have thought that this is the right time to go for a holiday.
Anand, I was here an hour earlier and one of the Congress spokespersons said, wait for an hour, wait for 24 hours. Why are you making a comment on the Punjab Congress? And I told her, yes, let's wait for an hour. We'll have more resignations. And turns out that's the case. Congress started off.
Tushar, can I just hold you for a bit? Just go to these visuals of Pargat Singh reaching Patiala. Again, close aid of Navjot Singh Sidhu.
ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਰਜ਼ੀਆ ਸੁਲਤਾਨਾ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ। ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਆਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਬਾਤ ਉਧਰ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਯਾਰ। ਯਾਰ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਯਾਰ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਆਰਾਮ ਯਾਰ भाई जी थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ। भाई जी क्या कहना चाहोगे प्रगट सिंह जी इस्तीफे के ऊपर क्या कहना चाहोगे? यार मिलता लेन दो यार। सर कहना की चाहते हो दो गल्ला कह दो जी। मनाने आए ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਹਾਈ ਡੂ ਯੂ ਸੀ ਦ ਰੈਜ਼ਿਗਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਲਾਈਵ ਤਸਵੀਰਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਤਸਵੀਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਲੰਘ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਬੋਲੇ।
So without saying anything, Pargat Singh has gone inside to meet Navjot Singh Sidhu, another minister in the Punjab cabinet, recently inducted, a former Olympian who knows a thing or two about leading a team and managing a team. I must say, immense respect for his playing days, but right now he's a Sidhu loyalist. Yes, Tushar, go ahead, please.
See, the two mistakes Congress made was if you've actually decided to retire hurt Captain Amrinder Singh 6 months before an election, your favorites to win, then might as well go all in on this political poker. On the poker table, sometimes you have to go all in. You cannot be in a grey area. Now, if you've made all the efforts, retired hurt Captain Amrinder Singh forcefully, might as well get Navjot Singh Sidhu as the CM. Now, what was the scapegoat politics of getting Charanjit Singh Channi, who no one knows? Now, I'll tell you what happened. Probably somewhere, this is a conspiracy, but somewhere Navjot Singh Sidhu thinks that Charanjit Singh Channi can serve as a better remote control in Punjab for 10 Janpad than he can. And that is where this insecurity is stemming from. Clearly, 2 days after the swearing-in ceremony, these resignations keep coming in. That indicates that probably there's some degree of insecurity within Navjot Singh Sidhu, that he's unwilling to work with Charanjit Singh Channi just 3-4 months before the elections. And I'll give you another factor also. Congress is in a soup now. Because you have a Dalit Sikh CM face, you're letting go of the Jat Sikh vote that anyway doesn't vote for you. Even in 2017, when Congress had a sweeping victory, the majority Jat Sikh vote was still with the Shiromani Akali Dal and the BJP. Now, if you get Sidhu back or you announce him as the CM candidate, the Dalit Sikh vote bank, which was just by a slim margin with the Congress against the SAT BJP alliance in 2017, will switch to the SAT BJP again, SAT BSP again this time. So Congress is also in a very confused position. The biggest mistake they made was if they were going all in with retiring Captain Amrinder Singh, which was a huge mistake in itself, they should have then gone for Navjot Singh Sidhu. Said that this is our guy, this is who we want to fight the elections on. Rahul Gandhi has just created a circus within Punjab. You have a faction within a party, that's very natural. But you have factions within factions. How do you explain that?
Correct. Absolutely. And the other aspect is, it's sad but true that you have tried to even divide the Sikhism and the Sikh fraternity in castes. So whereas in Sikhism, casteism is not there. Everybody is equal. And that's how it is.
Anand, I'll have to correct you there. There is casteism in Sikhism as well. There is.
Yeah, but
I have to correct you.
But the fact is that this casteism then exists everywhere. Then don't paint only the Hindu faith in the color of caste. In the color of caste. So that means that then let's accept that there is casteism, elitism, even in Islam, in Christianity, it is there everywhere. But the fact is that it is altered. But to play this caste card again and to try and fragment again one section of society is a sorry narrative which political parties should desist from. But that's a debate for a different day altogether.
Anand, let me just tell you one thing. 6 months, the Congress had to just sit out, have a few election rallies where Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi would have turned up, Sidhu would have turned up, say farmer protest, Kala Kanun, the script stage drama they are doing anyway, and they would have won the elections.
Yeah.
What does it say about the advisors in 10 Janpath right now that they actually were successful in snatching defeat from the jaws of victory? What does it say? Because right now you have Sidhu who's quit. The Congress says the state level needs to resolve it. We are not going to accept the resignation. All said and done. The voters are watching this. The voters are watching that a Jat Sikh Congress state president is unwilling to work with a Dalit Sikh CM. Look at what the voters are taking away from this. Look at what happens in 2022 as a consequence of all this acts happening in the last few days in Congress in Punjab. Because this was one election, they were favorites to win. The BJP doesn't become a winner because of this. Of course, the BJP has nothing to gain. But they can sit back enjoy a popcorn and watch the drama unfold.
Well, there is one more resignation which has happened. Punjab Congress के एक और महासचिव गौतम सेठ ने भी इस्तीफा दिया, says Vikrant Yadav of News 18. We have spoken to him. We will try and play out the conversation with him in just a bit. Oh, Gautam Seth is with us. Gautam Seth ji, namaste.
जी नमस्कार.
नमस्ते. आपने भी इस्तीफा दे दिया है?
देखिए, this is a fight for Punjab and for the cause of Punjab, and it is for the Congress party. Whatever Navjot is for the Congress and for Punjab. So I think whatever we are doing, this is the feeling of millions of Congress workers, not just me.
True, you're doing what you believe is correct and what Navjot Singh Sidhu wants to stand steadfastly for, and that is those 18 points agenda and something which will be taint-free and corruption-free. But my question, Gautam ji, is, was this not discussed before? Why is all of this unfolding after the decisions were taken? So was Navjot Singh Sidhu not consulted at all, or did Charanjit Singh Channi take decisions on his own?
See, he's our honorable PCC president, and whatever conversation happens between him and the High Command. So I would leave it to them. But whatever issues he's raising and the 18-point agenda which you're talking about has been prepared by our honorable High Command. And that is the only way forward towards a glorious future for Punjab, for which Mr. Sidhu is fighting. And millions of Congress workers stand behind him in this fight. We are very clear with this.
So here, where is the issue? Is the issue, is there a communication gap or a brief or a strategy gap between how Navjot Singh Sidhu perceives the election should be fought and what should be done for Punjab and what the High Command thinks? Or is the issue with Charanjit Singh Channi?
See, what the issue is not for me to comment on. All I can say right now is that the 18-point agenda is the way forward to Punjab's glorious future. We stand behind Mr. Sidhu in that, and he's fighting the fight for a good cause. This 18-point agenda is made by the Congress High Command. So it is a family. Nobody has resigned from the Congress party. It is only resignation from positions, which is not accepted yet by the High Command. So please wait. This is a family. I think there will be a talk amongst everyone, and whatever the crisis is will be resolved.
But you know, this is a bit of a conundrum right now, because if Navjot Singh Sidhu and his demands or what you are saying is the right position is taken, then that means someone like Charanjit Singh Channi is undermined. What happens next?
No, nobody is undermined. You see, everybody has a role to play and everybody plays that role. I don't believe anyone is being undermined. We are talking about issues and we're talking about the roadmap that will build a glorious future for Punjab. In that roadmap, we all stand behind Mr. Sidhu. Millions of Congress workers stand behind Mr. Sidhu. We stand behind our High Command, and we are sure that this is a family. High Command is supreme, and the High Command, as the elder and the supreme of the family, will sort it out.
No, but you are also telling the High Command either choose Mr. Sidhu or choose Charanjit Singh Channi. That's also something which you are clearly indicating.
Nobody
because the
said
High
that.
Command has not yet
Nobody said that.
accepted
Mr. Sidhu
Navjot
didn't
Sidhu's
say that.
resignation,
We didn't say that.
and you have still you have also gone ahead and resigned.
No, we have resigned for issues. We have resigned for a roadmap. We have resigned towards working for a glorious future for Punjab. We haven't resigned from the Congress. Congress is the only way forward. Our High Command vision is the only way forward. There are some issues. Issues come up within a family. They come up within political parties. And High Command is supreme. They will sort this out. I don't think anything needs to be worried on this line.
My final question to you, Gautam ji, were these issues not resolved within Punjab itself, within the Chief Minister and his cabinet? Because just the other day it looked like that Navjot Singh Sidhu and Charanjit Singh Channi will be working together, and within days it seems to be falling apart. So where is the problem?
See, I repeat, nothing is falling apart. We are very much strengthened in the leadership of Mr. Sidhu. We believe that his vision for Punjab is the need of the hour, and that is what we are fighting for. And as far as you are saying that they have fallen apart or this and that, I don't think that is happening. It is a family, and there are issues within a family. Where do you not see issues? This is politics. Issues are meant to be, and they will be resolved. I am too junior to comment on what conspired and what did not happen. However, the vision of Mr. Sidhu is what Punjabis and the Congress party looks forward to.
But what is the resolution to this matter, to this standoff right now? What is going to ensure that Mr.
I
Sidhu
would
retracts
also
his
like to
resignation and
object
you
to
also
what you
retract
are,
your
currently
resignation?
running on your channel. Gautam Seth resigns from Congress. I haven't resigned from
No,
Congress.
Congress,
I have resigned from
PPCC
my
General
position.
Secretary resigns. That's what is written.
Yeah. So you shouldn't say that I resigned from Congress because I haven't resigned.
No, resigns from post. That's what we would do. We will correct that. But we are also saying that you have resigned as the PPCC General Secretary. That's what we are saying, Mr. Seth. But I want to understand what is it that is going to make you and Navjot Singh Sidhu and Mr. Dhingra and all take back their resignations?
See, what is it that is going to make us take back our resignations is the 18-point agenda of the Congress High Command, made by the Congress High Command, and we are sure that the Congress High Command will step in and resolve this crisis which is there. So I think that's all that I'll have to say, and I am too junior to comment on further issues.
Right,
Thank you.
Mr. Seth, thank you for speaking with us here at CNN News 18. So once again, going back to that 18-point agenda, and I was about to take, before we got the phone line with Gautam Seth, GVL Narasimha Rao wanted to say something, and I want to go back to Javed Ansari ji also. GVL Narasimha Rao, the biggest challenge right now is that this is a border state, and this is something which Captain Amrinder Singh has also said. And there is no administration right now. The state is in a flux. At a time, we have to be on high alert.
Yeah, certainly. Anand, it's the question that you have raised is very important. I hope, I'm only saying I hope the administration, despite the political crisis or the political crumbling of the Congress government there, I'm sure the administration, the police, they are all watchful and doing their job. And also you have national agencies which all keep a track on the national security issues. So therefore I hope there is absolutely no risk or danger to this. But the Congress party must recognize being a border state. I think they must put all this immediately in order. And if they cannot govern, I will make this point very firmly. If they cannot settle their house in order, if they cannot govern, I think they must dissolve the house. I think that the chief minister must, because the government state cannot function with a continued crisis. As you said,
Right now, the
certainly
government
a very
is not in
important
crisis,
issue.
but the party seems to be in crisis, GVL Narasimha Rao, because it's not that bulk of the cabinet ministers or bulk of the ministers have resigned. A few of them have, but it's not. It's the party which seems to be in flux. But Javed ji, one aspect.
I know, Anand. But when you see, when the state president resigns, at whose behest the chief minister was removed. So certainly it is, I don't think it is confined to the party alone. This is a crisis that engulfs even the legislature party in Punjab, and they must ensure that the governance in the state, and particularly the security establishment, does not weaken in any manner. And if, as I said, if they cannot put their house in order, I think they should call it quits.
Because the DGP is not his guy. And now what we heard Gautam Seth say, Javed Ansari ji, he is very clear. He says it's my way or the highway. He says 18-point agenda, and Sidhu, the line chosen by Sidhu, the path chosen by Sidhu. That means Charanjit Singh Channi has to play second fiddle to Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Look, the crux, as I see it, and I could be wrong, but the crux of the matter is that Sidhu still has not reconciled to the fact that he's not chief minister. And he was hoping that Channi would be his handmaiden, would be a puppet on a string, and that Sidhu would have it entirely his way. That has not happened. Second is that Sidhu realizes that in the eventuality of the Congress coming back to power in Punjab, removing Channi would be very, very difficult. And if the Congress does commit the mistake, which it is, which I don't put it beyond them, if they go and commit that mistake, then they'll pay a huge political price, even at the national level as well. And so therefore, perhaps he's decided to destabilize Channi even before he's managed to even before he's managed to get to get the government going in Punjab.
True.
So therefore, Mr. Sidhu, again, I'll go back to this place. The fault here lies with the Congress leadership. Why did they choose? Why did they go in for this kind of option? Look, I can understand where Jivil is coming from. All party leaderships have a right to make an assessment and in their wisdom decide going for change of leadership. But then you go the whole distance.
Correct.
These half measures don't. They
Correct.
should, if they had decided that they wanted to make, then they should have gone with Sidhu, gone the whole hog.
Yeah.
These half measures don't work. And changing with just 3 months to go for elections, you have to give the new government at least a year to be able to find its feet, to
Correct.
be able to build some kind of momentum. Right now, they'll just be busy firefighting. They'll have to prove the majority, and then in a couple of weeks from now, elections will be declared. So even if it is smooth sailing, if Sidhu hadn't rocked the boat, they wouldn't have been able to make an iota of a difference.
True. Somewhere when the top leadership is busy taking holidays at a time when they should be trying to resurrect the party on all fronts, and that there seems to be a leadership struggle as to who's calling the shots among the three of them, within Priyanka Vadra, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, there seems to be a serious problem. You're imploding in Goa. You're already imploding and disintegrating in Tripura. You're folded in Bengal. And now you have triggered a self-destruct button in Punjab. Tushar wanted to say some final comment, then I got to wind up. Yeah.
Anand, the Congress spokesperson, I think he was keep saying their family has issues, issues. What kind of a family? There's just one family, the one sitting in 10 Janpat, which is calling the shots. They say every sentence has been party high command, party high command, party high command. Don't we know that what the party high command is? And why does this family have issues all across India? They struggle with power transition. What is happening in Punjab is a power transition. They were equating it with Gujarat a week ago. That, oh, look, they can, if the BJP can do it in Gujarat, we can do it here. Look how smooth the transition was there a year and a half before election.
Yes.
Look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening in Rajasthan. Look at what's happening in Madhya Pradesh. What rather happened in Madhya Pradesh? Remember Rahul Gandhi tweeting out the Leo Tolstoy quote when Madhya Pradesh elections were won? What happened to that? The Congress struggles with power transition because it's not a family. The political party is not a family, but just about one family. That's the trouble there.
Well, the time they recognize it, and sooner the better. Otherwise, you will have upstarts coming through and trying to project themselves as saviors of the party and say that we have come here to try and steady a sinking ship. And that's the tone that was adopted earlier when somebody was inducted into a party on a day when two of its stalwarts have made out, two of the strong bulwarks of the party in the past in various states have moved out. Captain Amrinder Singh and you had Falero in Goa joining the Trinamool Congress. So clearly things are not right, and they need to get it right. Otherwise, this implosion is not going to stem anywhere. Can they address the issues in Punjab, and which way do they decide? Because they now have to pick and choose. Charanjit Channi or is it Navjot Singh Sidhu? Ladies and gentlemen, I thank all our panelists, and we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, today is the 5th anniversary of our response to what they tried to do in Uri, or what they did in Uri, the surgical strikes. But today is also the day when Operation Balwan exposed Pakistan once again. Stay with us.